If you're searching for how to use AI video in B2B marketing, you're in the right place. Here's what I'm watching. The teams using AI video to personalize at scale are compressing deal cycles by 20%. Meanwhile, teams stuck with static content are watching their cost per lead climb. In this video, I'll walk you through the exact 4-week system to integrate AI video into 3 specific moments in your sales funnel, the moments that actually move deals forward. You can start this Monday, whether you have access to the AI tools or not. Who am I? I'm Charles Clayton. I've led demand generation and lifecycle marketing for Fortune 500 brands and growth stage companies in B2B, SaaS, logistics, and energy. Here's what I've learned about AI video. The teams that win with the new technology are not the first ones to experiment. They're the first ones to actually operationalize. Marketing automation in the 2010s, predictive analytics in 2018, now AI generated video. By the end of this guide, you'll have a step-by-step plan to integrate personalized video into 3 specific moments in your funnel, and you can start building this system literally Monday morning. But week 4 is where this gets dangerous for your competitors. That's where we redesign the lifecycle moments that actually compress deal cycles. We'll get there. First, you need to understand why AI video matters more than you think. Here's what's changed. AI video generation just became accessible to everyone. Tools like Sora, Runway, HeyGen, VO3, Nano Banana, now can generate content with synchronized dialogue, accurate physics, and personalized inserts. All you have to do is type in a prompt and get back a 30-second video that looks professionally shot. No crew, no location, no production day. And here's what matters for your funnel. First, production costs just collapsed. What used to take 3 weeks and a $40,000 budget now takes 3 hours and $150. That's not an incremental improvement, that's a structural shift. Second, personalization became scalable. You already personalized email copy, maybe a landing page headline, but now you can send a prospect a 15-second video that walks them through exactly how your product solves their specific use case, using their company name, their industry, their exact pain point. That's actually testable this quarter. Third, your competitors are already moving. 76% of B2B marketers are using video in this strategy this year. The ones who figure out how to personalize at scale are compressing deal cycles, while everyone else is producing just generic content. Here's what I'm seeing right now in the market. Marketing directors at Series B's companies are watching their cost per lead climb. Not because their offer got worse, but because competitors launched personalized video campaigns. These are 30-second product explainers, customized by industry, posted a couple times a week. The visual bar in this category just rose, and teams without a system ready or scrambled. That's the risk here. Not that AI video is magic, it's really not, but the baseline expectation for good enough just moved. And if you're not building the infrastructure now, look, you're already behind. So let me show you what this looks like when it's done right. Here's the pattern I'm seeing across teams in the $20 million to $50 million range. Demo request rates get stuck. Marketing teams assume the problem is ad creative. Everyone's complaining about high customer acquisition costs. But when you dig into the data, it's not the creative, it's the nurture sequence, no video. You just use static PDFs or text emails. Prospects download case studies, but no, these don't convert. Here's what the data shows. The best customers have a specific moment where everything clicks, when they see how the product works in their workflow. But that moment is buried in a 40-page PDF on page 19. The team's winning right now, they're pulling that moment out, turning it into a 30-second video, personalizing it by industry, and starting it into 3 stages of their nurture sequence. Consideration, evaluation, and re-engagement. Don't worry, we'll get there. When they do this right, deal cycles compress by 15 to 20%. MQL to SQL conversion jumps 30 to 40%. Same traffic, same budget, just better sequence. Here's the lesson. Most problems aren't creative, they're sequence. You don't need more content. You need the right content at the right moment. Now, before we get to this 4-week system, let me tell you what not to do, because I'm already seeing teams make these mistakes in real time. Mistake 1, mass producing content with no distribution strategy. I'm seeing founders generate 20 plus videos in 3 days using AI tools. Yeah, cool, right? But when you ask them where those videos are going in the funnel or what stage they support, there's no answer. More video doesn't mean better results. Every piece of content should map to a specific stage: awareness, consideration, or conversion. If it doesn't, don't make it. Here's mistake 2. Chasing what looks cool instead of what converts. I get it. The technology is indeed impressive, but if your video doesn't drive a behavior, such as schedule a demo, download a resource, reply to an email, it's really just expensive wallpaper. Stay focused on the outcome, not the output. Mistake 3. Ignoring brand voice for visual polish. If everything you produce suddenly looks like a Hollywood trailer, buyers are going to question what's actually authentic. Your brand has a voice. Your customers actually trust that voice. Don't sacrifice it just because you can make something like really slick. Maintain your tone even in the video. All right, now that you know what not to do, let me show you exactly what to do. This is the 4-week system I'd use if you brought me in tomorrow. And here's the thing, you don't need access to ad tools just yet to start. You just need to build the foundation so that you're ready when it's time to implement. Stick with me, because week 4 is where this gets really interesting. That's where we redesign the moments that actually compress the deal cycles. Before winning your team touches an ad tool, you need clear rules of engagement. Here's what to document. Number 1, or first, likeness, rights, and consent workflows. If you're using someone's face or voice, that could be employees, customers, or partner, you need to get their explicit consent and document the process. This isn't just legal paranoia, it's basic brand protection. One lawsuit will cost you more than any campaign could ever generate. Second, risk labeling. Create a simple system. Static visuals, that's low risk. Voiceover, that's medium. Face or likeness, that's high risk. High risk assets need human review before they go live. Make sense? Third, disclosure standards. Decide now how you'll tag AI-assisted content. Some brands are transparent, others are not. But you need a consistent standard, not a we'll figure it out as we go along approach. Fourth, a watermarking policy. Tools like Sora embed visible watermarks and CTPA metadata. Decide now if you'll keep them or remove them and document why. Why start here? Because the biggest mistake I'm seeing is teams moving fast with no governance, then scrambling when something breaks. Don't be that team. What to do Monday. Schedule a 60-minute meeting with legal and brand, document your 3-tier risk system, and get sign-off. This is the week most teams want to skip. Here's what you do. Audit your best performing content and break into modular pieces. Product demos, customer testimonial, calls to action, B-roll footage, intros and outros. Save everything in one place. Airtable, Notion, Frame.io, whatever your team already uses. This is why it matters. When you can generate video, the bottleneck is not the technology. It's how fast you can brief the tool. If you've already got modular assets ready to go, you can get from concept to video in hours instead of days. Here's this week's action. Pull your last 10 best performing assets. Break each one into 3 to 5 modular components. Label them by funnel stage. Awareness, consideration, and conversion. You're ready to test now, but don't wait for access to the latest tool. Use what's available today. Tools like VO3, Sora, or Nano Banana can simulate what these tools look like at scale. Pick one format: problem, journey, outcome. Choose one persona, one use case. Keep it tight. Then create a template where customers or partners can insert themselves into that narrative. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to teach you how personalized video performs in your funnel. Track the 3 things: watch time, shares, conversion rates. That's your baseline. When you get access to the next tool, you know exactly how to scale what works. Here's your next step. Pick one customer who's happy to participate. Record a 90-second testimonial, then edit it into 3 30-second variations: awareness, consideration, decision. Test them in your nurture sequence. This is where your system starts paying off. Go through your funnel and identify 3 places where a short, emotionally resonant video could shift behavior. I'm going to tell you exactly where I'd start. Moment 1, onboarding. This is day 1, welcome, new customer signups. Instead of sending a text email with the login instructions and links, do this. Send them a 20-second welcome video that shows them exactly where to start, and not a generic "welcome to our platform" message. I mean a personalized video that says their name, references the problem they signed up to solve, and walks them through the first step. Here's what you can do on Monday. Write the script for your day 1 welcome video. Identify the 3 dynamic fields you'll personalize. Record the base version. All right, let's move on to moment 2, reactivation. 30-day dormant users. Someone went cold. They signed up, maybe logged in once, then disappeared. Standard practice is we send a "we miss you" email with a discount code. Instead, send a 15-second personalized video. Hey, Joe, notice you haven't been back since you signed up. Here's what's new, and here's how it exactly helps, whatever their specific pain point is. This is personal, this is direct, and this is visual. That's the difference between hitting your quarterly number and explaining why you don't. Here's the move. Audit your dormant user segment. Identify the top 3 features they haven't activated. Write a 15-second script addressing one. Here, moment 3, expansion. This is for quarterly check-ins. Existing customers are your highest leverage revenue opportunity, but most companies treat them like they're on autopilot. Instead, send a quarterly check-in. Show them what they're not using yet. Walk them through a feature that solves a problem they mentioned to you 6 months ago. Make it feel like you're paying attention. Here's your action item. Pull a list of your top 20 accounts by revenue. Identify one feature each account isn't using that would drive value. Write a script template. I've watched this pattern play out multiple times. Again, marketing automation in the 2010s, predictive analytics around 2018, and now AI video. Every time the teams that win aren't the first to experiment, again, they're the first to operationalize. You don't need to adopt every new tool, but you do need a system that lets you adapt faster than your market is moving. And here's what's different this time. The expectations have already shifted. Your buyers are seeing AI-generated video on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. They're not impressed by cinematic anymore. They're interested. The marketers who come out ahead aren't just using AI to make content, they're building repeatable systems that produce pipeline, not just posts. So the question isn't whether you'll adopt AI video, it's whether you'll have the infrastructure ready when you do. Because the gap between prepared and unprepared teams is already widening. And then by Q2, it's going to be obvious in the data. And if you're a marketing leader who would rather have someone audit and build this for you, that's what I do, then link below and book a strategy call with me. Drop a comment. Which of these 3 lifecycle moments would have the biggest impact on your funnel? I'll read every comment and I'll feature the best insights in a future episode. Subscribe for videos that connect marketing shifts to measure results. Systems that actually work, not fluff. I'm Charles Clayton, and thanks for watching.